Yeah, Diaries. And the videos when you're ready. Yeah, Diaries. No, Haiti in Scotland. So with my trying to tell
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I was why ready there. You know, 35 days to the World Cup in Mexico, USA, and then Canada. Now 35 days in the day my before I made Haiti and Scotland. So they say, you know, you not 35 penalty shootout at the World Cup. 35 penalty shootout. Now FIFA ran on 1978 Argentina, but you any penalty shootout in Argentina, and you the ball World Cup in Argentina. But in 1982 World Cup, and you could first penalty shootout between West Germany and France. It was Sergio Ramon Sanchez Tipenwan. Sevilla Stadium ho. It was the first venue general. You bought penalty shootout at the FIFA World Cup. And Germany, etimi a qualifier common na Germany ni Croatia. And you create 100% record at the World Cup so far as penalty shooting, so far as the number 35 80 and so on. Two countries that may become once na World Cup no enya dia so mabo bra biblibi e wase. Scotland for and am do omo edi kan. You know, omonye enya the chance to be part of the 1950 World Cup after the Second World War. But almost there be omonko after the championship and we are second to England. Inti omo player na odi omo ni at that time. Near friend George Young. And penning for the Second World War Nielsen seme see into omo mpene e omo nko Brazil en konko si akan. Inti George Young e ko penia no da omo football AFA. At that time no so omo friend George Graham e ko pa ne Chelsea derby. So omo hwe ball omo ba omo chance no mkonkosi aka World Cup ni bi o Brazil basejo openi na ampene a moment mi anko World Cup ni bi it is Scotland be the first nation to qualify in 1950 World Cup basejo omo anko because of enyeme sisi year after the Second World War into omo benya omo first World Cup in 1954 e was Switzerland and you know omo timba bi pi mu enso e wo ho that group of Czechoslovakia, Uruguay, Austria in that group and Scotland etimi eba be PM ho na omo free ho no omo sa be PM was Sweden 1958 and after the Sweden 1958 omo etimi ama ba bia omo sa ba West Germany 1974 omo ko Argentina 1978 omo ba Spain 1982 bo omo ba ye nyina no omo etimi omo group for Brazil, Morocco, Norway in that group inti omo first match against Brazil and I will hear TB issue Brazil for sure by 2-1 midfielder Cesar Sampaio and they share the first goal party etia omo ya friend Brazil and Scotland and so abebo it you know omo baya ba BC 98 98 no omo BC nyina asejo omo ntimi an qualify and omo 9th time adia omo timi aye in eye omo history obi adeka omo ye ko omo fa so share Netherlands 3-1 in the 1970 Netherlands. Inti so share no game here TV so general. The by Argentina 1998 omo ntimi assemble quality to say this time omo dey ba to this particular tournament na omo dey eba abepiemu enso e wo ho nti ya fa omo team omo dey ba World Cup na to so na obia enso enhwe bi enti say do so hwe Scotland team na a team omo dey ba this particular World Cup na o hwe omo team na omo ewo Andy Robertson the captain of Liverpool omo Scott McTominay for team by friend Napoli omo Billy Gilmore for Napoli omo Chi Adams for team by friend Torino and omo captain John Martin captain Edema Aston Villa and so you know omo so edeba nti so Scotland team na this is the team you know omo dey ba World Cup here obi show monument with this kind of performance 3 times on the Brazil group no omo team qualify come but I feel say Morocco should be careful so omo team we are omo team we here McGregor omo nyina answer maya with this team experience in terms of play because McTominay, the best player, the once best player in the Serie A, Captain John Martin, about Premier League Nisa, about Aston Villa, and we know the exploit of the captain Andy Robertson on your screen. Into all show team now. We need team at Scotland, you know, almost back to this particular World Cup. From 1954 at the BBC 1998, they are back. Moba about Greece this particular World Cup so in Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America.
And the group no who say omo be or group no Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, Haiti.
You know,
omo betima den. I'm met my copy your group no and I'm back
Scotland.
Obia about 3 matches no call.
You know, Scotland I want to watch them against Morocco answer.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay.
And Morocco should prove me something so at least almost to be qualified. I want to believe that Morocco will be the first African team or Marco Brazil group at the World Cup on beating a free Marco. And you know, with the Moroccan team, they should be able to account for Scotland.
Okay.
With the two consistent teams, but with the experience the last World Cup, you know, I'm expecting something winning. But against Scotland, with the teamwork, they should be able to account for a team in Scotland.
Okay.
Now you know to Haiti. My friend in Haiti, this is their second time back to the World Cup. Now my first time West Germany in 1974, and baby people on TV so in 1974. Haiti squad na you know the buy no. You say Haiti for no also be just 11 to 9 to 11 million. You know any population more. Now first time World Cup no man lucky. Beto group na no thing room. Beto Italy no final from 1970 74. Beto Argentine team of Mario Kempes and beto polished team with Gregory Lato. It is a share teams beto obuna Poland, Argentina, and then Italy. So Okokoto group Argentina and Italy won at the World Cup. How will you survive so far as the group in your concern? Until we no marry Oman and Kobe Bia. But Omo play Bia near friend Emmanuel Sanon. On the show first go at the World Cup, Najuna. Or no that TV see Italian goalkeeper with that particular World Cup. Now or say 1 year she or say the record of goalkeeper Dinizov and so the World Cup because ultimately the ball to Natrim and so Haiti team you know almost first time in 1974 West Germany group now no Shidan thing and group of cathedrals they could not survive. I don't know edi free move group stage but console say at least getting 2 goals against the Italians ebe more diako history books say say goalkeeper Dinozov na Emmanuel Sanon na you know or say go no here goalkeeper Dinozov na ovia ofemo nti eno ne recorder omatimi aye against Italy at the World Cup. You know at this time back in a group no more you did because anya careful they will be whipping boys. Sebastian Mann is their coach and you know French international obabe coach for player back at it and on your screen ya for Haiti full team no toso said you team no benya Wilson Asidor Osinakan at the Sunderland we bought Monaco we bought several teams for the French League One we bought St. Petersburg and this time only play look up to him and then again Abranti experience Martin also a player or Nancy look up to him and then Johnny Placid goalkeeper or that put no also the French league most of the players in the French league and then MLS and you know and on a Haiti for they back to this particular World Cup. They are just coming to add up. I don't think so. Mobile be anything different. They will be ripping boys in that group, and they only need to be careful and hope say they will not concede more goals. As I said, the mobile first in 1975. Maybe concede more goals.
Okay, because I drew Brazil also a group no more. And so they are called the next group. If there is no NCH now.